What's up, people? This is Nate Girl 30 here, and I'm trying to do my best to get this Q&A done, because I know that I actually had to split it in half because you guys sent me a lot of questions. So this is my mini Q&A 13-2. So this actually comes from the same two people that actually did leave me questions on the last Q&A, and I'm going to finish that up as best as I can. Okay, this first set of questions is the remaining questions from Final Limits 1. Let's start off with question number 6. How long have you known Tama Girl, and what year, and how old were you guys when you first met? I've known her since high school, and I guess I was probably maybe 16 at the time when I met her. We were actually both band geeks, and that's how we pretty much met. Plus, I was dating a really popular guy at the time. He was a triplet, and I was dating a popular guy at the time. And I guess somehow she just came over, like, somehow, and was like, "Hey, my name is Shalithia." I was like, "Hey," like, I really didn't really expect her to come over there, but she was also dating the brother of a triplet at the time, so I guess that's pretty much how we all met up. And but we were band geeks forever. Plus, we were really, 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 really huge fans of anime, so we really had a lot in common, and we've been friends for almost 16 years, so it's been a while. How many push-ups can you do? I'm going to be honest. I haven't really done push-ups in a while. So, well, I can say I can probably do about maybe a max of 20. Yeah, I know. I mean, my arms are huge, but they just don't have a lot of endurance. Do you have any birds as pets? Well, no, but I do have these two little guys. Well, here's one of them. This is little Jessie. And this is Big Fat Joker. Ugh. Two new additions to my home right now. Really, really, really precious babies. They are both labs, and they are absolutely precious and sweet. But they are teething like crazy, and they're eating up everything. But moving on from there. Would you date a guy under 14, under 14 through 17 if his parents said if it's okay if you date him? No, I wouldn't. I would feel really, really bad, and I would just feel like I'm dating jailbait. But your next question is, would you ever date a fat dude like 500 pounds? I actually have some sort of a thing for chubby guys, and because most of the guys I've dated in my life happen to be either 350 or close to 500 pounds, and for some reason there's a lot. I mean, they're better at everything, in my opinion. I mean, they're really wonderful gentlemen. They know how to dress. Like, the guys in Atlanta who are big, they own it, and they can dress their butts off, seriously. And they're quite macho, not macho, but they know how to be men, and that's a huge turn on for me, is the fact that you know you're a guy, and you know when to step it up when you need to, and you're very aggressive in what you want. And I've had a weakness for big guys ever since. And plus, they got some kind of appeal. I don't know why. I guess because of their confidence. And some of the guys I've dated, of course. What do you think of Nicole Richie? She's not bad. It seems like she's gotten her act together. She's a mom now. She's married. Good for her. Have you ever played Final Fantasy VII? Yeah, briefly. I haven't really went through the whole game. The Final Fantasy game that I actually owned was Final Fantasy VIII, but I have played Final Fantasy VII a little bit, but not that often. What video game consoles do you own? Do you own any old school game consoles, and if so, do you still play them? Yeah. I have an Xbox 360, which is, you probably can't see because it's behind me, in the dark. But I have an Xbox 360 with a Kinect, and I happen to love that game. I do have a Sega Genesis that I sometimes pull out. Before I got the 360, I actually pulled that out and played Streets of Rage, as well as a lot of Sonic 2. And Sonic 2 is probably one of my favorite Sonic games. Hello, back. Unfortunately, my dogs kind of got a little carried away and left a mark on my carpet, so I had to put them up for the evening. But anyway, let me finish off these questions. Okay, what is your worst and favorite childhood memories? Good grief. I I have a lot. I guess I could say my best childhood memory wasn't so much I was a child. I was more like a teenager. The first time I actually went to Hawaii, which I think was absolutely awesome. Went to Maui and had a chance to go to a luau. I think that was probably the best vacation that I've ever had, and it was absolutely awesome. The jet lag was terrible though, but it was still an awesome trip. Worst memory? I really don't have a lot of worst. And if I do have worst, it's probably something that's shoved in the back of my head and I kind of erased it, so I can't really remember any. Thoughts on AJ Lee? Do you find her attractive, or do you think she's really skinny? Well, AJ Lee is a cute little pixie. I'm not gonna lie, she's cute. You know, she's adorable. But I don't really say that she's like uber skinny. I'm just saying that she's thick. Like she's thick like a Latino. So no offense to any Latinos. I'm just saying like she really does have. She's shapely. She's a very shapely woman. No offense to anybody that's watching that's Latino. I'm just saying from living in Florida, I've seen a lot of Dominican and Cuban women that actually do have really, really curvy, curvaceous figures. So that's pretty much what I'm coming from that. Not trying to be, well, moving on from there. Okay. My next questions are going to be from Real Spider-Man Noir fan. Okay, let's go to his next questions. What Mario games do you like the most? Wow, 2 Mario games. The first one is Super Mario Bros. 3, and the other one is Mario 64. Super Mario Bros. 1 was like great for its time. It really was. But the fact that it was repetitive, don't get me wrong, you can actually play that game forever. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really innovative and creative for its time, and the music itself was very memorable. But I have to say, Super Mario Bros. 3 is probably one of the greatest Super Mario Bros. Games of all time. And Super Mario 64 just brought it into 3D, and it actually was, well, not 3, well, yeah, kind of like 3D, and it was really, or is it like a I don't know, 3, it was something like that. It wasn't like necessarily just a, well, you know what I mean. Either or, it was very innovative and creative for its time, and I really like both games. And it really did give you a certain perspective on how to take Bowser out for Mario 64. That's the reason why I like that game the most. It makes you think. Thoughts on Selena Gomez, and would she become a triple star like Lizzie Lohan? No. I have to say that she was really, honestly, an old spirit. So she pretty much knows exactly what she needs to do. So I think she'll be alright. Let me see. I'm not sure whether or not I answered this, but like if you ran out of money and so did all your friends, and they asked you, "Hey, Nature Girl, let's rob a bank and get money? Would you do it, or would you sell dope?" I would do neither. Moving on to your next set of questions. From Real Spider-Man Noir fan. Do you love the? Oh yeah, I think I've already did that. I've already did that about the whole fist thing. But either or, those are my questions that I forgot to answer for the last one. This is the end of my mini Q&A part 2, 13. If you guys have any questions for me, please send them to my YouTube inbox. I will try to organize them as best I can. But instead of sending me 15, let's try to minimize it to 10. That'll probably be a little bit easier for me to fit it in all at once. So minimize it to no more than 10 questions. And I will try my hardest to get it in next time. But thank you guys so much. This is Nature Girl 30 signing off. Peace out. Later.
Say we'll talk